my name is Ida Åkesson, and I'm a writer, director and producer, and I make short films mainly. I completed a documentary earlier this year, a half-hour documentary, kind of a small and creative story, and I've produced a short fiction film this year called Gröt, together with Kim Sundbäck. And I've just finished shooting another fiction short that I've written and directed that's being produced by Caroline Drab. It's funny, I've made 3 short films quite recently, and they've all been very, very different. I made a documentary short that I made on a tiny shoestring budget, like I really had very, very little money, and I made it very much myself. I think I have like 3 other people who worked on the film. I had somebody who helped me shoot it, I had somebody help me edit it, somebody who did the sound and grading. So it was like 5 people in total. And it took 5 years to make, quite a long time. I shot a lot of material, I edited for a very long time, and it was quite a long and lonely process. I spent a lot of time, at home editing and just making all the decisions myself. So funnily enough, my next project is completely different. It's a 3-minute short that has a much higher budget. We worked on it for quite a long time as well, because the film requires we have both stunts and we're filming in slow motion, and we had some technical things that we needed to do for this film. So we needed quite a lot of money. So we spent maybe a year or 2 fundraising, financing. So I guess we've been working on it for quite a long time as well. But I have many more collaborators. I have a producer, and we have the team is much bigger, and we've shot it much more sort of concentratedly. It's very different from doing this really long, lonely process. A place like FilmCentrum Syd can be helpful in different ways. Like you can get support for your projects, like production support, or a place to edit, or we can have casting meetings or rehearsals, and that's really, really useful, that that there's a place, that there's space that you can probably use. But also it's nice that you meet people. You can go to events and meet other people. But we also have like a little script group at FilmCentrum where we, that we started and that we run. And I think it's nice. Like, say I made that documentary that that worked on for like 5 years. In that time, it's also nice to be out and about and meet some people. You need a network. You need to get to know some people, and it's nice to see what everybody else is doing. So I think, it's both support you can get, but it's also nice as a meeting place. I think it's valuable. I think you have to be quite good at motivating yourself. I'm actually from an arts background. Like, I studied art, and on that course, they just put you in an art studio and they say, oh, go make something. And I think that's really what it's like. You have to just sit in a room and go, I'm going to make something. Nobody will sort of tell you what to do or anything like that. You have to be quite good at generating your own projects, and then, what's the word? Bringing them to a close. You have to finish things. There's no point starting things if you don't finish them. So you have to really be your own driving force. And you're like a little bit tough in that sense. But I also think you have to kind of like it. It helps if you like it. I mean, I like it. I think it's quite fun. So, and someone else might find it hard that you get a lot of no's, or you have to, work for quite a long, getting financing together can be quite hard, or it takes a long time. You have to wait for decisions and so on. But I don't know. I think it's quite fun. I would also say I think it's quite good to be flexible. I've got quite a flexible approach. I make documentaries or fiction, quite a varied varied repertoire, or whatever you should say. And also, like, this year I produced a fiction short for somebody for the first time, because I just thought, well, why not? You know, more friends, more projects. It's actually been really, really good. You know, and then now I made another film. I didn't direct the film, I produced it, but I'm equally proud of it, you know. I would say you can't really make films yourself, like on your own. You need to sort of work with people. So I've kind of got this approach that, you know, if you help people, they might help you back. It's quite nice to be sort of collaborative, or to, you know, I'm quite happy to work on somebody else's film for, you know, very little money or no money, or to do people favors, make someone a favor, and they might help you back, or even if it's just like advice, you know, if somebody comes and asks me for advice, I will, you know, usually help them, and even if they can't help me back, like someone else will. It's karma, you know.